T3 terminal at the Indira Gandhi International Airport is a very glitzy, marble flooring, and it has everything that looks like a five-star hotel, and it was built to accommodate an increasing number of passengers on a daily basis. But what has happened of late is that the sudden rush of passengers, probably because they are taking flights to go to various tourist destinations, plus the corporate travelers, plus the usual kind of passengers who are going to meet their relatives or attend some functions. And all this has led to huge chaos at the airport. Airport authorities are not been able to handle this sudden rush, and therefore they are seeing the entire system breaking apart. Chaos continues even today. Those several measures are being taken up, to end the chaos. He has come up with some four-pronged strategy. What he has said is, he had to actually rush to the airport to pacify the passengers. And Delhi being the capital of the country, there are international travelers and there are international dignitaries, foreign dignitaries visiting the government. The seat of power is in Delhi, so obviously he had to rush to the airport to see that all arrangements are made so that there is the chaos goes away. And he met all the stakeholders, including representatives from the passengers and the airport authority, CRPF people who actually man the security, and the Airport Authority of India officials. So he had a meeting last week, and there are a few things that he said should now be implemented. This includes reducing peak hour departures at Terminal 3 from, say, 19 per hour to 14, and then converting Gate 1A and B for passenger use, installing an automatic tray retrieval system, and increasing the number of X-ray screening devices from 14 to 15. I understand now the number of CRPF personnel, which are around 5,000, has now been increased to around 15,000, which means now you will have a lot more people who are manning the security to actually go ahead and see that they're able to ease the congestion there. Let us now look at other major metros. It's not that they don't. For example, the last 2 days, one can see the Bangalore International Airport, what we call it as the Kempegowda International Airport, seeing the same kind of crowd, same kind of rush. Bombay, it's very, very seasonal. There are occasions when it happens when there is a peak season and then reduces. So it's not alien to Delhi International Airport. In the social media, people are talking about how it is unique only to Delhi and not to the rest of the metros. You see, the bigger problem here is that this problem is not unique to one airport. Point here is that international airports in all the metro cities are built like, as an analyst put out, as a Taj Mahal. When you enter, you think that you're entering a palace, apart from the fact that it has passenger conveniences and all that. And plus, what does it do? You can go on it. You can actually go and shop for a lifetime there. You can actually eat at several restaurants. You can get into a spa facilities that are available. You will have bookshops and stuff like that. But in a country like India, passengers to actually enter the airport, put their get security check-in, put their bags for security check-ins, and then go out and catch a flight and get on with life. Now, that is one part of it. The other part of it is that there has been an ever-increasing rise in number of passengers traveling by flight. All right. Now, for that, you need a plan which is future-ready. You need to plan for, say, 10 or 15 years. You need to have, it's like town planning. So you need to do all those things. And what are airports basically for? Airports are basically for to see that any passenger who gets into the airport uses that service and gets into a flight. The razzmatazz and the glitzy stuff that's all there can be for say Western countries, but when it comes to India, you need to make it. You need to see that passengers don't go around shopping inside airports. You can have that in your international lounge and all that, but then here your ability to get the passenger out into their flights is foremost. So what are the things that they should do? If you use the same amount of money that you have that you're earmarked for building an airport, you can actually use that instead of having this. You can have jet bridges which connects from the main building of the airport right into the aircraft, and so that passengers are able to immediately get into the aircraft instead of the remote stands, where the passengers are taken in a bus, and then you have those aircraft standing 10 or 15 minutes away, and then you get these passengers inside. So cut out all that, have as many as those jet bridges, uh, reduce remote stands. You have those remote stands for your smaller airports. But the whole idea is see to it that any passengers who arrives and enters an airport, you're able to see that he gets into an aircraft within, say, around 40-45 minutes. Almost the entire procedure should be completed within 45 minutes. He should actually fly in within 45 minutes. That is the most important thing for an airport to do. Okay. And then almost all your money, all your investment should actually go into that. Now, if you are able to do that, see, 80% of your revenues for an airport comes out of what? It comes out of, airport charges and, landing charges, all those kinds of things. Now, so focus on expanding that where you get most of your money from. Have everything else, say, for example, eating joints and food joints and maybe a bit of shopping here and there. You can have them, but then don't see to it that the 20% of revenues that come from shopping malls that are inside airports gets reduced to 10, and everything else actually is focused on getting maximum revenue from airlines and the kind of service that you offer for an airport. These are done, then almost all these issues will go away. Please also remember what is the fallout of this. Now, what's the fallout of this? Passengers are saying that we will defer our plans to go by flight to another country as far as tourist destinations are concerned. They would rather go ahead and take their cars or go by train to nearby destinations. Okay, so right away you're reducing revenues for as far as you're getting out of these tourist places. So number of tourists will reduce. Any international tourist who wants to come to India will defer his plan. And this is the peak holiday season. You should actually maximize revenues from tourists. You've actually reduced it because of this major problem, right? The corporates who'd want to have this weekend meetings and offline meetings and stuff like that, off-site meetings that we call as, they are postponing them. So you're reducing revenue there. So it has a chain effect where in many ways the economic activity of the country is reducing because capital of the country has an airport which is not functioning to its maximum. Therefore, you should see to it that you do everything to see that the passenger who gets into the airport is now able to go through the entire security procedure and able to get into an aircraft as fast as possible. That is the primary duty of an airport. The primary duty of an airport is not to construct shopping malls. And that should be made very clear by the government to all these private airport companies, those who actually handle these private. It could be Bangalore, it could be Chennai, it could be Bombay or Delhi.
Subscribe to the Federal's YouTube page for more news and updates.